Ooh, baby, you already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazon, aka El Maldito Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, damn, this April been lit in the sport of boxing, y'all. This April has been on fire. It's been lit. It's been wonderful. Man, it's great to be a boxing fan, y'all. It is great. It's wonderful to be a boxing fan today, 2022, April. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know we started it off with Ryan Garcia, his return. Good outing for Ryan Garcia. And then, of course, we moved on to the next week, and it was April 16th, Dallas, Texas. Welterweight unification bout, 3 belts on the line, WBC, WBA, IBF. The return of Errol Spence after his eye surgery versus Yordenis Ugas, El Cubano, Super WBA champion versus the WBC and the IBF welterweight champion of the world, the undefeated Earl the True Spence. Shit. Broke the orbital bone of Yordenis Ugas, man. What a spectacular event it was. 40,000 was in attendance. It was awesome. Earl Spence, man down, regained his name, man down, strap season. Beautiful work by Earl the True Spence, and now we looking forward to hopefully get the fight that the fans been wanting to see in the sport of boxing. The primary fight, Earl the True Spence versus the 3-division world champion, 140 undisputed, currently WBO welterweight champion of the world, undefeated, regarded as pound for pound, 2-3, you can flip it around. Terrence Bud Crawford. Hopefully, they go into negotiations. The guys in suits do what they need to do to get this fight, you know what I'm saying, for the sport of boxing and also for their legacy. We moved on to April 23rd, this past Saturday, Wembley Stadium, UK, London. One of the best boxing fans of all of boxing. The UK was lit, 94,000 in attendance to see the Gypsy King, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, the lineal WBC Gypsy King turned up the place versus Dillian White that had been in position to get the title shot for a long time. Tyson Fury with a massive uppercut, bloody uppercut. And the Jamaica Dandara went down and never got up. Ladies and gentlemen, and we was discussing in the channel. Everybody subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, Punch Drunk Boxing. Y'all already know, man, we in the Spanish All podcast. But subscribe to the YouTube channel, Punch Drunk Boxing, baby. We're discussing, damn, shit, look like a king to me. Look like more than the Gypsy King. Could he be the king of boxing? 94,000. Is Canelo Alvarez the king of boxing? Is Canelo Alvarez the 4th-division world champion? The 4th-division world champion, Suli middleweight, undisputed. The cash cow, the pound-for-pound number 1 in the sport of boxing. Libra por libra numero 1. Canelo Alvarez. King Nello, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Kello, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get the fuck out of here, man, my friend. It's Canelo Alvarez, the king. We was discussing that. Go check out the video whenever you get the time. But we moving on to this weekend. And I've been telling y'all folks that April's going to be lit in the sport of boxing. It's going to be lit. It's going to be on fire. Man, it's just weekend after weekend after weekend. If you got your wifey at home, you know what I'm saying? You live with your wifey, with the kids. Your wifey loves you. They love boxing because it's keeping your ass home in the weekend. It's keeping your ass home in the Saturday night, in the weekend. Yes, boxing is doing that. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is doing that. Your girl you ain't going out this weekend. You usually go out and stuff like that. Leave me home alone. Are you going out this weekend? Nah, baby, I changed. I told you before April came along. You thought it was April Fool's, right, baby? You thought it was April Fool's. That I was not gonna stay at home, and I told you that I'm gonna stay more at home because I want us to just get closer. You know what I'm saying? Rekindle the love that we used to have. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that you just want to stay home because to catch all the boxing fights and shit like that. And your wife thinks it's all about her. All right, boo. Okay. I believe you. I'm saying it better not be April Fools and stuff like that. And then it's Saturday, you there. Saturday night in the house. You gonna stay in the, you sure you gonna stay in the house? You sure you ain't gonna go out with your friends? Nah, baby, I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna just chill on the couch and stuff like that. Watch TV, you know what I'm saying? And you just want to watch the Ryan Garcia fight. And then the next week, and you be like, you sure you ain't gonna go out? I mean, this is kind of weird. Like, you motherfucker, you ain't going out? And you be like, nah, baby, I'm gonna watch. Nah, I'm just gonna stay in the house and chill. You know what I'm saying? Do a little barbecue and stuff like that. And, just watch the fight with me. You know what I'm saying? Put the kids to sleep, watch the fight with me, and then we could do all thing. Yeah, Earl Spence. Who gonna be fighting Earl Spence? You Dennis Lucas? Well, I don't know none of them. I heard you talk about them and shit. Then you know what I'm saying? They go, you stay in the house another Saturday into the next Saturday. Like you ain't gonna go out. You ain't going to no paintball shit with your friends and stuff like that. You're like, nah, baby, I'm gonna stay home. I mean, really? Like, it's kind of weird. It's like, nah, baby, I told you it's not April Fool's. I told you I was gonna stay home after March. That's it. I was gonna be a changed man. And you just want to be home to watch Tyson Fury versus Dillian White and stuff like that. And she happy. And now she's asking you, are you going to go out? Or you going to go out next weekend and stuff like that? Because it's kind of weird. I know it's getting warm outside and shit like that. You usually go out and come back home at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Smelling like Irish Spring, smelling like hotel soap and shit like that. Because you been, are you going now? Nah, baby, I told you. Why you don't believe me? Haven't I been here this Saturday, the past Saturday, before that? Then, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to watch Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. This weekend, Amanda Serrano with Katie Taylor. Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion. The pound-for-pound knockout queen of the sport of boxing. The Manny Pacquiao boxing. The number one, regarded as number one pound-for-pound. You can flip it around. 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around with Clarissa Shields and Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor from Ireland. Undefeated. Lightweight. Undisputed. This is the most important fight of all of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all going to say it like this. Damn, you better listen up real quick to Punch Run Boxing. I ain't lying to y'all. I ain't jiving y'all. This is the most important fight. This is the most important fight. This is the equivalent of Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Yeah, I said it. This is the equivalent of Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence. Yes, I said it. Yeah, I said it, damn it. This is a important, big, historic fight. New York City, Madison Square Garden. This is huge. Both of these ladies are going to be is going to earn 7 figures. And I still believe that they deserve more money than that. They deserve more money than that. But then we got another fight. Another good fight. But I believe that is a disrespect. Is a disrespect to these ladies. Super featherweight championship fight unification bout between Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson, Newark, New Jersey. The silver medalist, USA. Now it's a good fight, y'all. One of the best matchups in the sport of boxing. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And I think it's did a disservice. I think Top Rank ESPN did a disservice to these ladies. Because this is bigger than what many people may think. Now, I understand, y'all. I understand. A lot of people ain't just saying, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting too familiar with the women boxing and stuff like that. I understand this. I understand this boxing community. I understand there's more men than women. All right, and you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, these women, man, they got skills that pay the bills. Amanda Serrano, man, she's a body snatcher. She's entertaining. Katie Taylor's entertaining. Let me tell you like this, skill for skill. You could compare them to the men. I ain't talking about the power, of course. I'm not saying that these women are going to beat the men. I'm saying skill. You could compare their elite skills to elite fighters with men. The hand speed, the footwork of Katie Taylor. The power, the effective aggression of Amanda Serrano. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing and the most important fight in the sport of boxing. And I just think that Top Rank did a disservice to these beautiful ladies. Top Rank Bob Arum, I don't know if he's trying to be traditional, old school, or whatever, did a bad service to these ladies. And I shout out to Shakur Stevenson because he said a month ago that, you know what I'm saying, he wished that that they could have had the fight in another day. You know what I'm saying? To give these women their shine and the undivided attention that they deserve. Other sports do it, y'all. Other sports do it. When the NBA, look, when there's the Super Bowl, the NBA likes to, they set their schedule for their games, for the NBA games early, so it will not conflict with the Super Bowl. Everybody in the sport industry give the Super Bowl their undivided attention. They don't got to do that, but they do it. People to understand the magnitude of a Super Bowl out here in America. And this is what Top Rank needed to do. Why you got to put Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez? You could have put that in any other date. And it didn't have to be on Las Vegas. It could have been in it could have been in Jersey. It could have been in New York City. It could have been in Madison Square Garden. Nah. In another date though. It could have been on Madison Square Garden. It could have been in Texas. It could have been in Cali. It could have been in Atlanta. It could have been in Miami. I don't give a damn. It should have never been on the same date on this beautiful, beautiful event, historic event in Madison Square Garden with Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. This is the type of fight that's going to really uplift women boxing. You doing a disservice. Top Rank Bobby Arim, a.k.a. Bobby Arim, a.k.a. Dinosaur, a.k.a. Jurassic Park, a.k.a. got 5 more years to live. He's a prestige promoter, the best promoter that's ever lived in the sport of boxing, and probably the best promoter that's ever lived in sports, in the sport entertainment. I put Bob Arum and Vince McMahon as the best promoter ever. But I do not know why he did that. What, to throw shades on Eddie Hearn? You already know that Bob Arum trying to throw shades at Eddie Hearn for a while. For the past year, last year. Why you going to do that to these ladies, man? You know how hard they fought to get in this position? You know how hard they fought just to get the notoriety? Do you know that Amanda Serrano had to go to MMA just to get, respect earning-wise? Clarissa Shields needed to go to the MMA so you get the respect that they deserve. And I'm talking about account-wise, pocket-wise, earn-wise, purse-wise. And now when they got the biggest fight for women boxing, one of the biggest fight, forget about women boxing and just in general, one of the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, and this is going to go down in history, y'all. This fight will never be forgotten. This fight raises the bar. It's like New Jack City. This is bigger than Nino Brown. This is big business. This is the big deal. And Bob Arum, Top Rank, with their selfish ways, want to fog up this event. Knowing the algorithm, not the algorithm, I was going to say that, knowing the analytics, knowing that this is 90% a male-driven sport. And of course, yo, come on, man. Of course, a lot of people been wanting to see the fight with Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, you know what, man, I like Amanda Serrano, I like Katie Taylor, you know what I'm saying? But I got to catch this fight, and it's free too, ain't even pay-per-view. I'm going to catch this fight. I got to do it Punch. I know there's people out there, I understand, but for a hardcore boxing fan, I think we're doing a disservice if we do not give these ladies the undivided attention, the numbers that they deserve. This raises the bar. And with this fight, you know what? The other champions that's doing their thing, like Jessica McCaskill, Alicia Baumgartner, Makala May, a top-ranked fighter. This is a fight for them too. Clarissa Shields, Harper, Purcell, Natasha Jonas, Estrada. This is a fight for them. Crew de Jean. This is a fight for them. This is a fight for them. And this is supposed to be a gentleman's sport. I thought we were supposed to be gentlemen and let these gals, let these modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, because they still modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, they put their life on the line for pure entertainment. They strap up, just like the men's do. And I'm not trying to make it sound like sexist and things of that nature and try to make the male, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, I'm an alpha male, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be like, hey, yo, Punch Drunk, what you acting like that? Why you so emotional? Why you acting like a beta? Nah, ain't about that. It's about being gentlemen. Like it's just knowing that this is the biggest fight in women boxing. Let alone, man, just in general. This is the biggest fight, the most important fight in the sport of boxing that's scheduled. I could understand if it was the heavyweight championship bout with Anthony Joshua and let's say Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, or Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury, or Deontay Wilder, Anthony, because those are still big fights. Those are still big fights. Money fights. And then Bob Arum's excuse was that he's putting in these fights because, in Vegas they doing what the NFL draft or something like that, something with the NFL. I don't know what he was doing. Something with some other sport. Really? 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 That was the excuse? Do you know that this fight also helped McCallum? Or maybe you don't want this fight to help McCallum because you don't want to pay her the way that these girls is going to earn. And then they're going to raise the bar. And you can't shortchange the other females. Can't shortchange no Jessica McCaskill that beat the Breakers. Cecilia Breakers. She had a long reign, 10-year reign. Jessica McCaskill beat her twice, undisputed. Chantel Cameron got one more belt to become undisputed. She got to fight Reese. Shout out to Jessica Cameron. That was a great fight out there in New Hampshire. Come on, y'all. Come on. Savannah Marshall. Come on, this is a big fight. This is a big fight. This is a big event. And I think that they're doing a disservice to not only the ladies, but the sport of boxing. But I think it's highly disrespectful what they did. Even though I know a lot of y'all want to see the fight. And I know a lot of people going to tune to the fight. And there's people like there, yeah, but this is New York City. Shakur Stevenson is going to be fighting in Las Vegas. Don't worry, Punch. Don't worry, Punch. You know what I'm saying? We're going to catch both of these fights. I'm going to tell you like this. How many times does that happen? Lately, you've been seeing that even on the East Coast is clashing with the main event. The main event in the East Coast is clashing with the main event in the West Coast. It's clashing. What's the last fight? What was the last fight that we seen? Let me think about it. What was the last fight that was on? And I had it like, oh, shit. Oh. What was the last fight? Damn, I can't pinpoint it right now. But there was a fight that we saw that it was clashing. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what fight it was. Was it the Tony? No. Was it the Tony? Was it after the Tony Harrison? It was after the Tony Harrison. What fight was that? Then I'm going blank right now. But y'all understand what I'm trying to say. I just think it's doing a bad service. This is a big fight. And my prediction, let me say my prediction quick for this fight. And I'll give my prediction with Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. My prediction with Amanda Serrano, you only lost one time. And not only do I believe that Amanda Serrano wants to become undisputed and going for the bag, getting the bag. Shout out to Jake Paul for doing this thing for upping the value on Amanda Serrano, putting him in his event. A lot of people question Jake Paul, what's he doing in the sport of boxing? Well, he's doing a hell of a shit in the sport of boxing. Excuse my language, but he's doing a hell of a thing in the sport of boxing. And you know what I'm saying? Because he could have picked he could have worked with any other fighter. It could have been easy for him, right? He could have picked a male fighter. Could have picked one of the phenom in the sport of boxing. He could have worked with Virgil Ortiz. He could have worked with like guys like Bruce Ennis. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't have a promotional company. He could have worked with him and stuff like that and put him in the map. And he's with Showtime. That could have been easy right there. Jake Paul with Bruce Ennis and stuff like that. Showtime. Oh, shit, he don't got a promoter. Most valuable promotion. Oh, and Bruce Ennis. That could have been good, right? He went with the female route. Jake Paul, what a gentleman. In a marketing way, advertising way, put Amanda Serrano under the wing. And shout out to Jordan as well, manager and trainer that been holding her down. Shout out to also Lou DiBella that also been the promoter for the most part of her career. But Jake Paul came through big. But I got Amanda Serrano. Look, I got Amanda Serrano. I just don't see any. How you say it? I just don't see her getting any type of like weaker or worse or slower. Amanda Serrano just keep on getting stronger, keep on getting faster, keep on getting better. I just don't. Everything about Amanda Serrano, she's at the peak where intellect and physical ability is coexisting at the highest level. And the thing with Katie Taylor, I seen some slippage. I see some defensive slippage, and I also seen this. When Katie Taylor won a brawl, because she's a great boxer, but she likes to brawl as well. She'll go toe to toe. She needs to go to toe to toe. But the thing is, when she does go toe to toe, That's when the opponent start catching it. That's when Natasha Jonas was catching it. That's why the first fight with Pursuit, I thought that Pursuit actually beat Katie Taylor the first fight. In the second fight, Katie Taylor got that. But in the first fight, I actually thought that Pursuit got her. Because when it's time for her to mix it up, she opens up a lot. So I believe that her defense is slipping. And she's going to be, look, Amanda Serrano got effective pressure. She's going to get to Katie Taylor. Amanda Serrano's also got good footwork. Amanda Serrano, you know what I'm saying? Her pursuit is almost like Earl Spence. Her pursuit, and she's southpaw as well. Her pursuit is like Earl Spence. Her pursuit is like Manny Pacquiao. Her pursuit is like Chocolatito. She has a motor. She got the best motor. Well, her and Katie Taylor got the best motor, to be honest, because Katie Taylor throws a lot of high volume. She's a high volume puncher. Amanda Serrano, she just got a good pace, and she just keeps on coming, and you can't stop her. She's going to cut off the ring. She's going to get you. She's going to get you, Katie Taylor. She's going to trap you. She's going to get you. Then you got to have to pivot out and things of that nature. And I believe that Katie Taylor does got the skills and talent to do that. The 2 minutes, for me, in my opinion, actually favors Katie Taylor because she got that. She still got an amateur style. That's why when Amanda Serrano told her, like, yo, let's do this 3 minutes and stuff like that. And she like, But I believe that Amanda Serrano power is legit. Got the most power in women boxing, in my opinion. And I think that she's going to be closing on her effective aggression, going to go to the body. If they do slug it out, I think that Amanda Serrano is going to put in the work. It's going to hurt Katie Taylor. And I don't think that Katie Taylor is going to hurt Amanda Serrano. It's a 50-50 fight. But I believe that Amanda Serrano, even though that Katie Taylor has faced the better opponents, yes, she got a better resume in terms of opponent. Yes, and we ain't going to take that away from her. We're going to take that away from the competition that Katie Taylor has faced. Also in the amateur circuit as well. We're not going to take that away. It's a 50-50 fight. The only thing I'm saying is that I do see a little bit of slippage on the defensive end from Katie Taylor, and I don't see no slippage when it comes to Amanda Serrano offensively. Defensively, she's getting stronger. You saw what she did to Miriam Gonzalez out there. She made it look like the dog from Target. She looked like Mario Barrios after the fight. You know, Mario Barrios' face after Keith Thurman. Got that broken nose and stuff like that. Disfigure and things of that nature. You couldn't even recognize Miriam Gonzalez when she was tough and she was entering the ring at 160 pounds. I think there's going to be spots where Katie Taylor's going to do good. Could Katie Taylor high volume puncher could overwhelm Amanda Serrano? I mean, let's be real. Let's be honest. Katie Taylor, well, Amanda Serrano never been in the ring with something like a Katie Taylor. Somebody that's sharp. Throws great combination, good sharp punches. Very disciplined in her style as well, even though his defense was kind of slippage. But she got the skills to pay the bills, and probably overall, she got the better skills in terms of how she places her punches, her high volume punches, the footwork. I think that Katie Taylor is the goods. For a lot of people, she is pound for pound number one. Amanda Serrano places those power shots. I don't want to take she places those power shots like a motherfucking dude. I know we're talking about the sexes, right? The men and the women, but damn, yo. She's the type of dude, she's the type of fighter, be like, man, I don't want to take a shot. I don't give a damn if she's a woman or man. I ain't taking a shot from her. But that's what I believe. I just don't believe there's no slippers with Amanda Serrano. So I got Amanda Serrano beating her in Madison Square Garden and becoming the new undisputed lightweight champion of the world. And like I said before, it's just not about the undisputed, just not about the purse, but it's also about revenge. Revenge. I think that Amanda Serrano got all the motivation to beat Katie Taylor because, of course, you already know that Katie Taylor has beaten Cindy Serrano. Cindy Serrano is the older sister and wife of Jordan, her trainer and manager, and the older sister of Amanda Serrano. Cindy's sister lost on the decision versus Katie Taylor. And y'all already know how the Puerto Ricans get. My grandmama told me once, mira, Tú sabes si tú tienes problemas con los boricuas, si tú tienes problemas con los boricuas, tú vas a tener problemas con la familia entera porque ellos se juntan. In translation, my grandmama told me, hey, if you ever have a problem with a Puerto Rican, you better watch out. Because if you have a problem with one Puerto Rican, you have a problem with the whole family. Because they come in a union. They come together. You got a problem with the mom, the cousin, the sister, the friend, the papi, the stepdaddy, the drunk uncle and shit like that, yeah. What happened, mami? You have problem, baby? ¿Qué? Esa tipa, tú verás, dame mi Ken, que yo le voy a dar esa tipa. ¿De dónde es la tipa? Esa gringa le voy a dar, tú verás. Amanda Serrano, you know what I'm saying? Amanda Serrano is very, very humble. Amanda Serrano was humble. She don't talk shit. But her fists talk a lot of shit, though. I got Amanda Serrano beating Katie Taylor. And I just hope that the marketing machine of Eddie Hearn, the marketing machine of Jake Paul, the marketing machine of this epic matchup, and everybody, all the hardcore boxing fans, get on the same, probably most of us get on the same train and really don't let the fight overshadow, any other fight overshadow this fight. Even if Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez is a fight that I want to see. But it's worth it for me to pay homage to this event. It's once in a lifetime. This is historic. This is Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. This is your Frazier, Ali. I'm telling y'all, folks, this is a special fight. This is your Joe Louis and Rocky Marciano. This is your Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard. This is your Tito Trinidad and Oscar de la Hoya. This is your Julio Cesar Chavez versus Pernell Whitaker. This is your Manny Pacquiao Mayweather. This is your Mike Tyson Holyfield. This is me and your moms. I'm just playing around, y'all. We can break down, but let's break down a little bit, just a little bit, because I ain't gonna let the Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez, whether it's a good matchup, overshine. So I'm gonna give my quick prediction. I got Shakur Stevenson outboxing Oscar Valdez 117-111. I just believe that Shakur Stevenson just got all the tools in the box. I think that in every category, Shakur Stevenson is just a little bit better than Oscar Valdez, except the power that could go 50-50. Maybe you could give that to Oscar Valdez, the power. But I believe that Shakur Stevenson got better footwork. I believe that Shakur Stevenson got better place punches. It's quicker, IQ, defense, footwork. I just think that Shakur Stevenson is just a little bit better in every category than Oscar Valdez. But these guys are Oscar Valdez in his prime right now. Shakur Stevenson is very motivated and an Olympian, very sharp. Great tutelage by Andre Ward and Terrence Bud Crawford, sparring with Terrence Bud Crawford. You got Oscar Valdez out there with Canelo Alvarez. So the teaching is good, the training is good, the preparation is good, the skill set is all good. I just feel like with Oscar Valdez, I seen him with a boxer. You know what I'm saying? What was his name? Canucao. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing the name wrong. The Brazilian dude that Oscar Valdez fought out there in Phoenix. I believe it was Arizona and Phoenix. And I just felt like, he struggled. And I said, if you struggle like that with Shakur Stevenson, you crazy, man. He ain't going to let you back in the game. Now, a lot of people's questioning, how can Shakur Stevenson take a punch if it lands flush from Oscar Valdez? You already know that Oscar Valdez had a great win versus Miguel Burchett. And even though the Miguel Burchett actually did get knocked out his last opponent, sometimes we say that, what's the saying when you beat an opponent and then when you beat that opponent, then that opponent is beating everybody else, your win, it becomes more significant within time. So Miguel Burchett got knocked out in his last outing, but it was a good outing for him when he beat Oscar Valdez, because a lot of people felt that Miguel Berchelt was going to beat Oscar Valdez. Not only beat Oscar Valdez, a lot of people felt that he was going to knock him out and stop him. And it was one of the biggest upsets of the year. So you never know what kind of maybe Oscar Valdez is the type that he fights to the level of his competition. Maybe he fights to the moment. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Oscar Valdez was, he was going through things because, of course, he was going through that with the PEDs, allegations, and things of that nature, and maybe he wasn't all there mentally. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like this is a good fight, but it's not gonna overshadow. It's a good fight. It's a big fight, but it's not bigger than Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. It's not more historic than Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. It's a unification bout. WBC, WBO, super featherweight. The best of the best is fighting, just like Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. The best of the best is fighting, but I'm talking about legendary fighters right here. I'm talking about right now. We Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor is living legends right now. They walking Hall of Famers right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't even. I'm gonna tell you like true. You can't even compare. You can't even compare the two fights. You can't compare it. They living legends right here. I'm telling you what it is. I told you what it is already. The equivalent. You could compare these fights to the greatest matchups in the history of the sport of boxing. This is history we'll be watching, and I'm sick. I'm still sick about it, bro. I'm still sick about it. Bob Arum should know this. Bob Arum should just, you know what I'm saying, should have put this fight could have happened. It was going to happen anyway. It's top rank. You know what I'm saying? This is not the other side of the street or whatever. You could have made this fight anytime, any place, and you chose to do it when Amanda Serrano was fighting Katie Taylor. Mother effer. You damn father heifer. You great grandfather effer. But I'm just here to tell y'all folks that we're not going to overlook. No, we're not going to fog it up. The primary fight this Saturday, April 30th, is Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. And if anybody out there is going to be looking for me to do the live commentary, I'm not going to do the live commentary to Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. My ass will be in Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, New York City, baby, my city. Shout out to Harlem, Wash Heights. Let's go. I can't miss it for the world. This is my Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence. This is my undisputed heavyweight bout. This is my Ali Frazier. This is my Tyson Holyfield. This is Oscar de la Hoya. Tito Trinidad. This is the historic bout. The most historic bout of the century. I'm telling y'all folks. I ain't capping and I ain't over exaggerating. This is special. We can't miss it for the world. Y'all already know, man. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. I love y'all. God bless. And on to the next episode.